Alright, good evening everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Let's Play Smite. I am Shameless, bringing you a jungling video. Now this is not going to be the end-all be-all of jungle videos, but this is going to be a pretty basic tutorial of what to do if you're a jungler and kind of the routes you should run, a few tips here and there. I am not the best jungler by any means. Maybe up at mid-harpy, Jean. Yeah, on that side. So I got some friends helping me out. Chaotic Hippo playing Zhong. Let's get the accurate thing here. Apollo is played by JJ Facebrecka, and Raw is going to be played by Mikey, aka Flash Gamer, who we're all in the same clan and all that. Just they're helping me make the video, so I appreciate their help and want to give them a shout out. But so for items that I start off with, this is going to be pretty standard. I pick up Boomba's Mask. I kind of do a Euro jungle, an EU jungle, what have you. I know I'm gaining gold right here, but this will take all your gold. You want to go ahead and pick up a level 1 Hand of the Gods and pick yourself up the Potion of Physical Might. Now normally this is going to take all your gold. Now with me, Tyr, who I'm jungling, I'm actually going to take a point into his 1. And we're going to go up and meet mid at...
Follow you, just hang out and he'll when to go where.
So this is kind of a setup. Of course, it's not going to work this way every time, but this is generally what you're going to be looking to do. Chaotic Hippo playing Zhong is going to be the solo laner who should be helping you. Now, at least like a couple of your mid should be over here. Your dual lane should be on the other side contesting those harpies. So let's start this fight. This is the main thing you want to do is contest both harpies here. You want your mid and your solo guy with you. And of course, normally with the mid as well, you can clear those without having to pop your potion, but I'm going to pop it right now. You're going to come down here, and your solo, by this point, your mid should go back to mid. Otherwise, it's going to be leeching experience from you and your solo. And you're just going to come in, get these guys down. And normally you're going to want to pick up red buff for yourself. If you happen to be doing this on the dual lane side, of course your solo should be letting you last shot to get the health buff, as you see Chaotic Hippo doing there, because he knows what it is to jungle. And actually I should have just done this. Just to clear those out. And now he's got his blue buff, he is set up, and he would normally go into his lane. But actually I'm going to have Chaotic Hippo head over into mid lane for right now to demonstrate the next point. So you're going to take out these harpies here, get some health back. Of course, again, I am not the greatest jungler, but I am at least aware of the basic responsibilities. Now always keep an eye on your minimap. Now you see here, Raw is pushed up on Zhong. Apollo's coming in for some reason. We don't really need an Apollo, admit. But you got the Raw. He's pushed up on Zhong's tower, but Zhong is holding strong right now. You can see his health up in the top right corner, or top left corner, excuse me. That he's not in any danger. Now right here is a major choice. If your dual lane has already picked up blue, which they do sometimes, ignore it, go for speed. If they have not picked up blue, get blue for one of them. So we're going to take that instance. Say your other lane hasn't got it, so you're going to come over here, you're going to fist out, or hand of God these blues. And oh. So now they have a blue buff waiting for them, and you want to make sure that, of course, you
How long is this going to take?
let them know that, not very long, calm your ass down. Let them know that you have dropped blue for them. And now you're going to come in, you see over here, boom, mid harpies are still up. Normally you can catch the enemy jungler right here, and if you're at good health and mana, go in on him if he's attacking the harpies, contest them. And mid, if he can, should come over to help, but we see right now, he's trapped up, so we got our first opportunity to gank. Raw is completely pushed up on the tower, and of course as Tyr, we have excellent timing to just be able to come in, boom, and hit the gank. Now with help, bam, got your first kill. You're going to immediately go back over here and start hitting these harpies again. Now, of course, Tyr having amazing sustainability in the jungle with his ability to switch weapons and just the overall damage his attacks do. Just fantastic. You're going to hit this, head down, get this clear down here. Of course, pick up your ult. And by this point, you should be looking in the solo lane. And if he is in trouble, as we saw Zhang Kui was, you're going to want to go in and gank for them as well. I mean, those are the two lanes you're really going to want to look for the most ganks on. The dual lane, it's a 2v2. They should be able to wheedle out some kills themselves. Now, of course, our potion has about 90 seconds. We've cleared pretty fast, so this has not respawned. One thing you can do is head over, get to this other jungle buff here, and go for it. Now, we got a call for a gank, but we're at low. We're low. There's not much we're going to be able to do to go in. It's not bad, but it could be more optimal. So at this point, I would say grab your stuff. Just, you know, boots, whatever. You're going to get, maybe pick up a mana potion and a health potion in case you find yourself in that situation again, or upgrade your Hand of God, which eventually, as a jungler, you would just want to go for the fist and get that stun. Or you can keep it as a regular hand, help your team secure objectives. It's up to you. But that's about it. Like I said, the next tip I will say is if you kill the enemy jungler, immediately invade their jungle. I mean, hit their easy camps so that they cannot get that experience. Because that's a huge thing. It's just messing up his ability to farm. Now we see here, Ra is kind of pushed out. He's pushing him in. We're going to go in, hit our ult. Of course, we missed every ability horribly, but we're going to get the gank anyway, thanks to Zhang. And that's about it. That's just stuff you want to look for. Pay attention to your mini-map. Watch to see if they're pushed up on the towers in mid. Watch their health up in the corner.
I guess I'm out of the game.
If you see that their health is dropping low and the enemy is pushed up on their tower, that is an excellent opportunity for you to get a gank. It goes over here with the side lane as well. If they're pushed back into their tower, that's when you want to gank. And a big thing, helping your jungler out. Don't...
An enemy has returned.
Hold on, stay back. I'm just going to show them.
Okay.
If you're up here, you've got the enemy pushed up into their tower, there is absolutely no room for the jungler to gank. So just to help your jungle out, if you're a part of a team and the jungler's here, keep like about mid lane, and if you see the jungler coming your way, let the other guy push you back a little bit. I mean, you're not going to lose any gold or anything if they get shot by the tower. The experience is more important early game anyway. And if you give the jungler the opportunity to come in and help you out, you're going to get more gold off the assist and the kill than you would lose by a couple minions getting hit by the tower. Like, I mean, just help your jungler out. Don't keep your lanes pushed all the way to the tower. Give some room, because when you're up here, you have a perfect opportunity for the enemy jungler to come in and bust in on you. Now, I mean, we can just hit here we go, because Tyr is OP like that. But that's going to be it. Basic jungle video. So, as I said, let's do a quick review of your basic route. Contest mid harpies, which your mid should be helping you out. Every time you come to the mid harpies, the mid should be helping you out. So if you're mid, remember, these harpies are a part of your job, and contesting them is a part of your job with the jungler. It's where he's very vulnerable to their jungle and their mid to come in and get a gank. See, Chaotic Hippo came in, he knows we were near, he's coming in to help us contest these harpies. So if their jungler and their mid was here, we could get a nice little 2v2 and fight it out for those harpies. So after you grab them, we're going to head down. You get red for yourself more usually. Grab yourself blue for the solo lane. Hit back to these lower camps. Head back over, hit the lower camps on this side. And then again, you have your decision to make. Do you just hit speed and go for the mid camps, which is a lot quicker, or are you going to take the long route? Go ahead, get that dual lane, that blue buff if they have not secured it already. That is more important than grabbing speed and letting it just die on the floor. And then come back, contest these mid harpies, and mid should move over to help you contest mid harpies. you can see where you're at, and getting these is so important. Now, if he's keeping mid at bay whenever you're doing this, I'm just missing auto attacks. I'm not really trying to play. But again, that's your route. I mean, making that big circle, hit mid harpies, get red, get solo lane blue, hit the lower camp, hit the lower camp over here. Make the choice between speed and blue, depending on the situation. Usually you want to get that long lane blue, and then head back, contest mid, and then look for ganks here, here, and here the whole time. Which I can't ping anymore because I'm timed out, but look for ganks. Look for people pushed up in their tower, and again, always watch the top left corner, see who's low health, who's in trouble, because you need to get over there and help them. Alright, that's my little jungle guide. Like I said, it's not the end-all be-all, it's not an MVP guide, but it does. I hope it does help some people out who are a little confused about the role and would like to start trying it out without, getting yelled at by their team. And of course, if you do badly, people are going to get pissed off. There are toxic players who offer nothing but just extreme criticism, not useful or logical criticism. But just mute them. Mute them, do your thing, run that route, and just remember, look for opportunities to gank. Okay, you don't have to be in a lane. Now, another part of the jungle's job, and I will say this, say Zhong Kui had to back, what you're going to do is head in, and you're going to cover that lane for a little while. You're going to make sure that the tower doesn't get pushed up. Just cover that lane and get your solo experience. And when he gets back, go right back to your jungle route. So, once again, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this guide helpful. I know it's a little sporadic. I mean, I am ADD, so I jump around quite a bit. But I hope you find some use for it. And if you did, let me know. Or if you think there's something that you need to add that it would be useful for somebody to know if you're a jungler yourself, throw it in the comments section. I'd like to get a discussion started on this because jungler and tank, I believe, are the most team-dependent roles in the game. Like, your success as a jungler and your success as a tank-type support are very much dependent on the actions of your team. And so many people are very quick to blame the jungler for not ganking when they're pushed all the way up onto the enemy's tower. He has no room to gank the enemy. But, again, thank you for tuning in. This is my first guide doing this, and I'll try not to be more sporadic with future guides. But I hope you had fun. I know I did. I think this was a useful tool for the community, and I will see you in the next episode.